Hey YouTube, this is Rack City, I'm Billy.
I'm Rose. I'm Nikki.
And this is just a Kaisen episode 8 of season 2. The Shibuya incident.
Yeah.
No.
So official start, I suppose?
Yes, I think so.
We keep getting time stamps.
Mm-hmm.
Are you keeping track?
No, I have not been, like, at all.
38 right now, so it's 10:38.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's
No?
8:38.
8:38, yeah.
So we got a comment last week because we're asking about like simple domains and how exactly they work. There was a lot of people explaining in different ways. What it boils down to, it was specifically meant to deal with domain expansion. So that's kind of why it gets around the other rules. But a more detailed explanation, which I will be paraphrasing, is from Gerald here. And he says a simple domain's job is just to create a territory inside of a domain expansion that will temporarily negate the sure hit effect of the domain technique. It was invented in the Heian period because there are a lot of strong sorcerers who all seem to have domain expansion and needed to find a way to protect his students during that time period.
Okay.
Also, Sukuna is from the Heian period.
Okay. It's making sense.
It can also be used in other ways though, which is what we see the blue-haired girl use with her domain, where she can like insta-slash people, but she's not in the domain expansion, so she gets around it that way. And the binding vow was for people in the clan that prevented them from leaking the technique, but it passed on anyway because other sorcerers saw it and copied it, which is what we saw Mikamaru did. He saw her blue-haired use it, copied it.
Okay.
Right now, Gojo is in the under the veil.
Yes,
Yes.
inside the veil.
He is took in the bait.
Yes, he took it.
Yeah, I mean, what do you think's gonna happen? How soon do you think it's gonna hit the fan?
I think
Immediately.
that's kind of what I'm thinking.
It's either
now?
It's either immediately or not till the very end of the season. That's what I'm guessing. So I'm betting on immediately.
Well, there's only one way to find out. So guys, thank you guys very much for being here. Guys, like your time here, please leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more. Remember, you can see the uncut version of this with a Patreon in the description or a whole week ahead for shows like Dororo. But either way, thank you very much, and we'll see you in discussion. Oh, there you go.
Oh, there he is.
There's another veil.
Oh.
Oh, that's why they can't come out.
Oh, he didn't touch him. Yeah? You?
Okay.
Ooh, I'll play along.
Nisa.
His sister? So big shot.
Just ignoring him completely.
He's like, I'm completely out of this conversation.
And he's back. New one.
Stop the show.
Faster! Please!
I kind of like how they just introduce a whole lot of characters in waves, and they're just like, you'll learn about them over time. Or not.
You'll figure it out.
Between them.
But
Spit it out.
Oh, transfigured humans. That makes it hard. He can't deal with them.
Yeah.
He can't.
Look at me.
I think it's the other Zenin guy.
Was the kid?
Oh no, I think it's her.
It is her. The kid. It is her.
Cool.
Oh! Killed.
Powerful.
Yeah, just the scarce spirit. He does not want to kill the transfigured. Yeah.
いるんだわこのすぐ下にあいつが
どうかな積みはぎ名を確認する前に
Patch face.
Patch face.
だが
New
仮
name.
想人間がいるということはそういうことなんだろう
大丈夫だよ
Alright. Solo stuff is scary.
Yeah. I won't lose any more, he says.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
What do you see?
Transfigured humans.
Nah, that's a monster.
That's the monster.
お前呪術師だろ呪術師だろな俺は
Oh, I'm clever.
継ぎはぎ顔の呪霊が来てるだろどこにいる
He doesn't care about him.
バカにするな俺は
I'm clever.
マキとはした
Oh, you don't.
俺
Okay.
はここで帳を守ってるんだ
Okay.
Oh, we're just telling them.
俊平もそう呼んでたよな
Now we know his name.
名前なんて
怪術は難しいからね強くてもできないやつは結構いるよ僕は両方できるけどね
Of course.
こいつが帳を2枚も
マキとの呪術は
Oh, I think he's seeing the
Oh,
nail.
nail.
Oh,
あいつ帳を守って
protecting the veil. He figured it out.
となるとあれがかなり怪しい
Figure it out.
ガス
For starters.
形を変えられた人間は味が落ちる
Lose their flavor.
俺は賢いから違いが分かる
There we go.
Yeah.
Too easy.
Yeah.
これが何の呪いか
Uh-oh.
分かってないだろ
Is it the more you hit him, the stronger he gets?
あバッタの呪いだろ
Oh, his whole being is shaken right now.
Saitama moment.
賢いぞ
Okay, that was it. Okay, the fact that
My guy.
suffer.
I thought he was offended.
But he's like, you figured it out.
人々はその悪魔のような昆虫を恐れ憎み呪った
And it just created this guy. Oh, got his jumpers.
Oh, he's getting ready to fly.
Cool.
The perspectives.
Where'd he go? Oh, he just keeps going through walls? Is he taking him somewhere?
Yeah, he said he was going for a nail.
逃げてばっかり
He's
お
not.
前どっちだ
多分小細工
Oh,
は
he's testing him.
Okay.
何がだ
賢いのか
Are you clever or not?
賢くないのかそれは賢い
賢いやつはあまり自
This
分
is
Yeah.
true.
賢いって言わん
そうだ
He's like, really? He's sweating.
He's too clever.
Oh
Ooh, outdid his punch.
手数勝負だ
no. Oh,
Your two
He's
arms.
4.
4本腕
this seems fair.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ishidori's not even really trying.
Not
No.
really.
Not to
He's
give-
really going after
Any
Makito.
Wow,
there we go.
he
Got past
pushed
him.
through.
腕も顎も腕も人間より俺の方が優
Yeah,
れ
but
て
that's an Itadori, so.
なのになんで
Look, all uppercuts.
なんで俺だけ
Skill issue.
No. The black stuff.
Oh. He's on point.
Yeah.
畜死先端が硬く
Ew.
通常時の3倍近くの
Oh, okay. So he's going after him with his thing. Uh-oh.
俺の勝ち
RJ!
小細工はあっただがそれ以上に
お前人を食ったんだ覚悟はできてるよな
小細工では生まれ
There's just a gap. There's just a gap here.
ない
Oh, I think we just skipped him killing him.
Oh, okay.
Very nice.
帳が上がったね
Aww.
虎杖君正直な話もう少し
Oh.
残せると思っていたよ
Mm.
君もう十分
Oh, well, that's why he's being
You're
recommended.
already-
ここまでやるのは草壁以来じゃないかな
Without a technique.
Oh,
継ぎはぎじゃなかった
Who's the guy?
もしあいつが相手ならこうはいかなかったよ
Thank you. Immediately changes. He was like, you know what? I should be grateful. Yes, thank you. Ooh.
That's the. He's locking it down. The thingy
そん
thing.
なことしなくたって逃げないよ。僕が逃げたらお前らここの人間全員殺すだろ。あの二人何喋ってんだ。
I see a show.
いや4人だ。
Oh, some of them see it, some of them don't.
怪盗は
五条悟が一番力を発揮するのはどんな時かわかるかい？一人の時だよ。
怪盗
Oh, so he's just dropping the people down there.
どんな術師でも彼の前では基本足手まとい。
Yeah.
だからそのさらに下の非術師で周囲を固める。
Completely acknowledging that they're being low. Oh, he doesn't like it? Jogo doesn't like it?
Interesting.
Jogo has conscience?
Oh!
Never mind.
Oh, yeah, that's gone.
Okay. We're just to blind him.
Try it.
だったら即死。
Ah.
Oh, they're playing.
五条悟はただ守りに徹するしかない。
領域艇
Ooh.
Nope.
Domain amplification
Well, they actually are getting a little closer.
to Surefire?
Oh! Uh,
なるほど。というか、呪詛師と訓練だからそうくるか。領域転移。新影流の簡易領域と同じだな。領域で自分を包む。必中効果が薄まるなら。
oh, so they're.
確実に術
That's
師を
cool.
中和している。
Oh,
Okay.
Interesting. But why didn't it work?
これなら僕
Because he's Gojo.
I know, but is he gonna tell us what he did?
やつの領域無料空所
Infinite Void, yeah.
かなりの数の非術師が無料空所と帳の間で圧死する。
Oh, that's why they have double veil.
五条悟は領域を展開しない。逆に君たちも領域を展開しちゃいけないよ。
Oh, okay.
大量の非術師を領域に入れたら彼も諦めて領域を展開せざるを得ない。
おい、立つんだ。ほら、しっかりしろ。 大丈夫だ。ほら、こっちに捕まって。
Ah.
Whoa.
Yep.
逃げるなと言ったはずだぞ。こうでもせんとわからんか。
Oh.
いやー、正直驚いたよ。この程度で僕に勝てると思ったら嘘に驚いたって言ってんだよ。
He's sweating.
Yeah.
最低でも20分。
20 minutes.
Oh, it just needs him to hold out.
私と獄門
And the prison realm?
Ooh.
Can he last 20 minutes? I don't think so.
Discussion.
Discussion.
All right, so the trap is almost set. Well, it is set.
Yeah.
The plan is enacting
Yeah.
on the bad guy's side.
Yeah.
The forethought is becoming present thought.
Yes.
Yes.
And Gojo's like, I'll play along. It seems like he's figured it out somewhat even before he jumped down there.
Yeah. Yeah. So the question will be, will he be able to beat them in, well, not will he be able to, like, will he be able to figure out the other part of the plan, which is they're just trying to stall.
Well, I think he should figure it out because he's like, I'm shocked that you thought this was what it would take to beat me. He knows they're intelligent, right? And there's also a human sorcerer there. So there's evidently a lot more going on. So I think after like maybe 5 minutes, he's going to realize, no, they're just trying to stay alive. They're not trying to kill me.
Actually, I'm not sure if that guy is human because it seems like the other people also couldn't see him.
No, they said there were two, one person said there were two people.
Oh, I thought it was, okay.
And like, what are they talking about?
Okay,
So,
okay.
and she was like 2, and it's like, oh, no, you mean 4?
But I mean, also with the playing along line, I don't know. I just got little flashbacks to Toji. I'm wondering if it's almost a callback to when Toji got overconfident.
Ooh.
I mean, we haven't gotten any hints from Gojo's side of things that I shouldn't go down there, which is what Toji got, where it's like I should run. But I don't know, just the statements, being very sure of yourself. The last time that happened with the character, it was bad news.
The only thing that I would almost agree with you. I just feel like they have made Gojo to be the exception to this rule in like almost every situation.
But that's exactly how they'll trick us
True.
into a
That's
false
true.
sense of security.
But to be fair, we very clearly know they're planning something this time.
Yes, prison realm.
Yes.
Have we heard
Have
about
we
that
heard
before?
of that? I don't remember.
I feel like in season 1, someone talks about the prison realm.
Or is that his thing where he stores curses?
Oh,
Is in his
Right.
realm of prison.
Maybe he wants to find something in
Ghetto's prison.
in something in particular in his stash that maybe he wants to wrangle or like put something together. He's because he says to give him both. The way he said it was like give me and the prison realm time for me and the prison realm.
yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever that means.
But-
Maybe it's some sort of amplification of his, if that's his thing, like of his prison realm, to give him and the prison realm time to like do something to it.
Maybe. There's a whole lot
We
of
have
Yeah,
no
we
idea.
have nothing to support it, nothing to
Nothing.
deny it.
No.
Yeah.
But let's go back to the top.
Right after the cocky statement and stuff like that. I thought Avail blocked everything naturally, but he was able to make a phone call outwards to tell them that there was another veil inside.
Who?
Gojo. Because he's saying
Gojo
there's
called
another
them?
veil here. It has to have been Gojo. And we
Yeah.
saw him put away a phone once we cut back to Gojo.
Yeah. I remember they said that usually veils can block signals, but it seems like this one doesn't.
Oh, okay.
So then my point being, that's another massive hint that if
That's
they usually
something
block
else.
signals, why would the person put it up not block signals? And they're literally asking for Gojo.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That they could argue that was the reason they want people to be able to call out and ask for Gojo.
Yeah.
So they're like, let's not block the signal kind of thing.
I wonder if they have factored in Sukuna into this plan here, because Itadori is here. They know Itadori is strong, but have any of them actually faced Sukuna?
Sukuna, I think, would stay out of helping Itadori. The only time he stepped in was when Mahito accidentally brought him into his domain. So, I mean, as long as they don't do that.
Well, that's true. Except Sukuna made a deal with Itadori that Itadori doesn't remember. Remember that he was, if he calls him, like he will help him or something. I don't know if it was help him, but he basically will
Pop
and
out. Say hello.
Was that after the Mahito fight?
when he died. It's when he died.
Yeah, it was after
the old-
the prison thing and stuff happened.
Yeah, it was the deal in order to bring him back alive.
Yeah.
Like, that's the deal he made, that he could come out. But I can't remember if it was to help him or anything.
I don't think so, because I think I remember Itadori trying to get Sukuna to come out to help in the Junpei situation. And then he was laughing at him because he wasn't going to help him. And then Junpei died, and then that's when the whole domain thing happened. I think.
But I remember there was something specific, like there was some particular condition.
There
That
was
he
a
can't
deal,
kill
but...
people. That was
Who?
Sukuna.
Like he had 2 to 5 minutes or something like
Yeah.
that.
Oh, here it is. Okay,
was a
so
minute?
Sukuna forced a pact on Itadori where he can take over Itadori's body for 1 minute whenever he wants, as long as he does not hurt anyone in that minute. There is no,
It's Sukuna can come and he wants. Oh, okay, so
There is-
Itadori can't call him.
there is no benefit for Itadori. I think part of that was because, remember, they were having a fight inside the body, and I think there was a stipulation if one of them won, and Itadori lost, so he could get his version of what he wanted.
Oh, that's right. Yes. Okay, so there's no way for Itadori to make it happen, but so Sukuna needs some sort of bait.
Yeah.
Something important has to happen to make him want to come out.
He needs to be brought into a domain,
Ah, yes.
and then he'll just body everybody in there.
Perfect. Perfect.
I also wonder if he would, because I mean, it's all at his whim, right? If you bring him to the domain, he can choose whether to do something about it. If he knows you're trying to kill Gojo, the one thing that seemingly was able to stop him this whole time, would he try to help? Like last time, he jumped out because it was just Nanami, Mahito, and Itadori. He didn't really care about anything in the situation. But this situation, he might care about.
Maybe.
Get rid of
true.
Gojo.
That's true.
we need to know where Fushiguro is, because I think if Fushiguro's in trouble, Sukuna finds him interesting enough where he wants him to grow so that he can fight him later, where he might actually protect Fushiguro.
Maybe.
And then we also had the grasshopper fight.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, he's clever.
That was funny.
Yeah, it was funny.
I kept waiting for the grasshopper to be actually a threat. But
Yeah.
He's
Really
like,
wasn't. No.
Itadori was trying to feel him out, which is
Yeah.
why it took as long as it did.
Yeah, it's just
But-
like, does he have a trick? Is there a trick? No, there's no trick.
I mean, he had a tail thing, but it
He's
just
like-
wasn't good enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
As narrator said, the gap was too large.
No
Skill.
tricks will help. Yes, and then we meet back up, and that group is headed towards. Is that platform B3 or B4? I think it's B4.
4, yes, because that's... Oh, no. B4 is where Mei was to kill the Transfigures, because they were killing off people. I think they were trying to head to B5, I could have sworn. Or maybe not. I don't know.
We're headed to a place.
We're heading to a place
Indeed.
that is located somewhere.
But the levels of the video game continue as Gojo is fighting
They are building their video games so much right now.
so well. Yes, indeed.
So much.
And then we have Gojo's starting the fight with the people, and then we see the flashback of what's his name, Geto, talking about
Telling
Jogo.
what to do.
When he's strongest is when he's alone. You have to get a bunch of people in there with him.
Mm-hmm.
So
I like how it didn't phase him that he was killing people. Of course, it can't phase him. I'm sure it's bothering him, but like, what's he gonna do?
It's true.
Because if he does any of his abilities, he kills a bunch more. So
Yeah, I mean, never forget, Gojo is a monster. Like, he's a monster on our side. He's not a bad person, but he's a monster.
he's a monster indeed. Yes, it's true.
And this is just probably not true, but I wonder if it has something to do with it. When Geto first walked away from Gojo considered killing him right then and there, and there was a crowd around. And I wonder if maybe Geto at that time thought to meet him in this crowded place specifically so he can't kill him here, or if he just never really considered that Gojo just doesn't want to kill his friend. I just wonder if that was a part of it.
that's a good point.
Yeah, I didn't think of that. But then we see this domain amplification thing.
Yes, so when they came all around him.
It's like making a mini domain
Yes.
enough to use the effects of a domain to cancel out the other person's abilities.
So he technically wasn't supposed to be able to do anything except he could run really fast.
Well, they also said it takes a hit in the surefire hit ability. So it's not as good as a domain, but it's pretty good.
So it's just taking, instead of the surefire hit part, it's just the nullification part where you're weaker.
Except you're taking Gojo down from like outer space to maybe one of
Like
the
the
stars.
Yeah.
No, like one of the stars,
One of the stars.
which is still far.
still rather far. Yes.
Yeah, I hope to see a whole lot of more tricks over this next 20 minutes. It's just constant. And now we have this. Now we have this. We invented that. All just to slow him down for 20
Just for
minutes.
Gojo.
20 minutes, yeah.
Oh,
Because that blood guy also, he did that one thing where he shot his face, but then after that, we haven't seen him since. So he's
No.
probably got a lot of bag of tricks.
Interesting thing though, while everybody else was like murdering people,
he didn't.
he went right through all of them. He didn't kill anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking he was gonna use that blood thing to slice a bunch of people because it says slice in the name. So it's like, oh, okay, he's gonna murder people too, but he didn't. It went straight for Gojo. It was just to blind him from their attack.
Well, one other thing is when Jogo in that flashback was talking with Geto, and Geto was talking about how we're going to have to use a lot of civilians and stuff, and Gojo made a little face. At first I was wondering if it was he was worried about hurting regular people for no reason, but now I think it maybe is just he just doesn't like acknowledging the strength difference. He doesn't like having to stoop to any level because he's Jogo, you know. something like that.
Maybe.
That makes more sense. Yeah, because he did like kill an entire coffee shop of people in season 1.
Yeah, so it doesn't make sense that he actually feels pity for them.
He's just like, I have to stoop lower to get this guy.
And honestly, when I saw his face, I only thought of it as like thinking face. I didn't see it as like disappointment or anything like that specific. But
And also, they were just playing in the park.
yeah,
Yeah, they're just hanging out.
yeah, just giving bubbles.
Even
to all
Magneto.
Yeah,
All of them just what's her name? The
Flower lady.
nature chick.
Yeah.
Just hanging around, bubbles.
The one other thing that I have is I just liked that they were calling Mahito Patchface. I couldn't figure out who they were talking about until
Really?
No, I didn't know who they were talking about because I couldn't remember when we referred to somebody as Patchface. It's like I know they're gonna tell me eventually. I would ask, but now they know his name. They know his name is Mahito.
Yes.
Yes, Mahito. What's his name? Itadori. So Itadori, I really like he's still laser focused on Mahito because a lot of times in animes you get season 1, something tragic happens, season 2 we move on. And sure, we're still dealing with the bad guy, but we're dealing with the greater threat. No, Itadori is laser focused on this guy who killed his friend. He still thinks about Junpei. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Let's see it.
Anything else from the episode?
No, other than do you think Gojo will actually let them hold out for 20 minutes, or did he also figure that out before he jumped in the hole?
I don't know. I'm hoping he figured it out, but at the same time, I'm hoping that he didn't figure it out because then that would make the whole incident be that's how they slipped by Gojo. They just basically stalled him just to get something else done. So then, Gojo doesn't have to die.
I'm almost certain that that's what they're doing. They're just trying to stall him to do something else. Whatever the something else is.
Yeah, they don't want him to sense it or interrupt it or whatever it might be.
Yeah, I want him to actually not figure it out. I think he will, but still, whatever he figures out won't be enough.
Or too late.
Yeah, or too late. Because just from a story perspective, I've talked about this on podcasts with you guys. I feel like he's so strong that for anything interesting to happen in the anime, we have to deal with him.
Yeah, we have to break his perfect streak.
Yeah, because the story keeps looping back to, and then Gojo either saves the day or the person was trying to take out Gojo because of how strong he is.
True.
But yeah, so guys, thank you guys very much for being here. Guys, if you like your time here, please leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more. Remember, you can see the uncut version of this episode or anything else with the Patreon in the description, or you can see a week ahead for shows like Dororo. Thank you very much. We'll see you in the city. Goodbye.
Bye. Oh, bye.
A special thanks to our patrons: Syndicate Corps, James Lee, Jamal Wilson, Miguel Galagos, and Nicole Jones.